Hey guys, what's up? I'm FSauce here, and today we have some more Titanfall. In this I'm going to be covering the Smart Pistol. This is of course another voiceover. And the Smart Pistol is something that's new and sort of different, you know, from any other like FPS. And the Smart Pistol MK5, I believe it's called the Smart Pistol MK5, yes. It's a pistol that can lock on to multiple targets, and also, as you'll see here, I throw a grenade, and then it locks onto the grenade. I shoot the grenade, there you go, and I kill a grunt with it, which obviously a grunt is a NPC like character. If you're playing attrition, obviously killing a grunt will grant you points towards winning, but as I'm playing hardpoint domination in this game, it just doesn't count towards anything apart from my Titan, really. But still, I believe that the NPCs can capture points, so it's good to kill them regardless. But the Smart Pistol, I think it's a fantastic weapon, but it's more of a farming weapon, you know, for the NPCs, I would find, because what you can do, you can lock onto multiple targets, and as you see, like, there, I'm locking onto targets, and I'm just shooting them straight in the head just once and killing them. But the difference is quite substantial to when you're locking onto an NPC and to a pilot. A pilot is a player. When you're locking onto a pilot, which you will see this multiple times, it has to lock on a lot more, like it takes a lot longer to fully lock on to a pilot. Whereas with a NPC, it will lock on straight away, no problem, you know, like the second they're within like the big hexagon reticle, like there, see, just got a double headshot with that. Obviously it does have a certain range that it can lock on from as well. It can't be, you know, you don't think that it's like a sniper and quadra kill. This is a pilot. As you saw, it locked on a couple of times, but it has to lock on like 4 times, and then 4 or 5 times, and then it goes red. And when it goes red, then that's when you've basically got lethal. You know, if you then pull the trigger, you'll shoot into them about 5 times, and you could tell the difference between when you're locking onto a pilot and when you're locking onto a NPC, just because, like, here you go, look, you see multiple locks and then it goes red, but by the time it goes red, I'd already run up to him and cracked his neck. But still, I think it's a fantastic weapon. I would see it better as like a farming weapon. Like, for example, if you was playing attrition and you was going for the win, and say, for example, you had yourself a full pre-made team, then I would recommend having at least one person running around with the Smart Pistol, killing all the minions, you know, because obviously that's going to help you big time to get the win. And then obviously you have your other 5 team members running around, getting pilots, killing Titans, so on and so forth. Obviously, I don't know, I'm not much of a hugely competitive guy, but I'm just saying, like, that seems like what the smarter use for the Smart Pistol would be. Of course, it's also efficient for, like I said earlier, about the throwing grenade thing. You know, like, you can just throw a grenade into a window and then shoot it for an early detonation and boom, get yourself a multi-kill or something. Obviously, I haven't been lucky enough to pull off something as skillful as a multi-kill with that sort of combo, but I've had a couple of kills with shooting a grenade though. It's quite a fun little concept though. Like, I like how Respawn have like thought out of the box, you know, how can we make this more like more futuristic as such, because obviously, yeah, they added the Titans, but obviously they wanted to make the pilots feel a bit futuristic as well, you know, not just the fact that, oh, okay, let's just make a Call of Duty and throw Titans in it. They didn't want it to feel like that. It's clear that they didn't want it to feel like that, because obviously the people who make Titanfall are the people who were originally from Infinity Ward when I believe that they left in the process of making Modern Warfare 3, and then obviously Modern Warfare 3 Infinity Ward took on Sledgehammer, so it was Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer working on Modern Warfare 3, because obviously some people left Infinity Ward to make Respawn. But obviously don't hold me to that, I'm not 100% certain on what happened. I haven't looked into it to a huge amount, but that's this is obviously like their first big title, and it's just the way how they make the game feel is fantastic. Like, as you just saw with the Titan then, the second level of a building, you can just look straight into it with your Titan and just imagine how scary that would look for the pilot, just to see a Titan pop his head at the window, just like, oh, hello, bang. But yeah, Titanfall is like a fantastic game. I think it's brilliant, and I can't wait to see what other weapons and everything really that they bring into Titanfall after the proper release. As you see there, I was getting rodeoed. I didn't notice for a while. You see a stealthed pilot, but look how long it takes me to lock on, because when they're stealthed, it takes a lot longer to actually lock on as well. But I still think it's an efficient weapon. You can kill pilots with it quite efficiently still, but it's just, the problem is by the time you've actually locked onto them fully, you're gonna be dead anyway. Or if you had an assault rifle, by the time you've locked on, you would have already killed them if you had the assault rifle. So I'd say it's efficient if you get people sneaky, you know what I mean? Like, for example, if you're stealthed on top of a cliff or on top of a building and they're just like running past along the floor or whatever, and you're just like, yes, I'm looking onto you, you cannot see me. And then, you know, just pop them away. But I reckon that's how the plays could be efficient with pilot versus pilot with the Smart Pistol MK5. But apart from that, I would say probably more along the lines of using a different weapon for pilot versus pilot sort of action. I reckon the Smart Pistol's a lot better for farming. Now, as you'll see, when it comes down to what scores I get with the Smart Pistol, it's not as much, but there's only, in the beta, there was only access to 5 weapons, I believe. There was the Assault Rifle, I forgot what that's called. Well, to be honest, I forgot what basically all of them are called apart from the Smart Pistol, because the Smart Pistol is just a Smart Pistol. But there's an Assault Rifle, there's a Shotgun, there's a Smart Pistol, there's a Sniper, and I think there was one other weapon, but I've totally forgot. If any of you played the beta and there was another weapon, well, primary weapon, please inform me, because I've totally forgot if there was or not. Currently with the creator class, there's nothing like camos or anything like that that you can add to your weapons. I don't know if they're going to bring that in or not. I would like it, to be honest. I'd love to have like actual Titan customization. Imagine being able to have like a camo on your Titan or something like that. Like actually giving your own personal look to your Titan. But you never know. They might even be saving those sort of things for, depending on how well Titanfall does, whether they're going to make a number 2, and they need to obviously keep some ideas for number 2, don't they? So, oh, imagine that. Imagine if this like became the new competitor to Call of Duty or something like that. Like, I suspect it probably will, to be fair, because I'm not gonna lie, it has a brilliant feel to the game. I personally think this is going to be one of the next big games on the market, you know. Well, I say I personally feel, but I know that a lot of people agree with me. Some people disagree totally. Like, some people just think it's just Call of Duty with Titans, which a lot of people don't really like the aspect of that, because they just think, oh, well, if I go on Call of Duty and I get myself 13 kills, then I can have a gunship. Oh, did you see that? Oh, I used the vortex shield and I just, oh, that was incredible. Oh, that was actually just an incredible moment right there. Using the vortex shield to just catch everything and throw it back. Here we go, another lock-on moment. I gotta admit, like, with the Smart Pistol, you don't really get to see too much of the Smart Pistol in this match, because obviously I spend quite a bit of it in the Titan, but I reckon you get to see a fair amount to actually understand how it works and all that sort of stuff. To be fair, I actually haven't checked, and obviously I'm not going to be able to find out now until the actual release, if a Smart Pistol can actually lock onto a Titan at all. I don't think it can, because obviously I've rodeoed a Titan with the Smart Pistol and obviously just sat there shooting into its mechanics, but I don't remember ever seeing any lock-on symbols coming up for a Titan. I don't suspect it would though, but I reckon that would be really good though if it was like a not necessarily an anti-Titan weapon, but like if it, for example, just locked onto a very vital point of a Titan, and you could, I don't know, just gave some sort of bad effect to a Titan if you shot it, like, I don't know, shot like a bit of mechanics in its leg or something and slowed it down. I don't know, I'm just talking some weird stuff here. That's what happens when you talk for 10 minutes continuously. You start going into weird subjects. But there are a couple of other things I want to cover in the beta. I will leave them obviously till other videos where I actually have footage of them. Like, for example, the burn cards thing. That's a pretty interesting one. But I will cover that in a different video because I'm not using any burn cards in this video or anything like that. There you go. There was a really good view of how long it takes to lock onto a pilot. And like that time, I knew I didn't have the choice there. Even though I wasn't locking on fully, I just had to shoot straight away, because if I would have left that and tried to lock on fully, he would have just got me. I would have stood no chance. And that's the issue that you have with a smart pistol. If they see you, then you're not going to get the opportunity to lock on fully. Now, this is the first match that you're seeing of me where I actually lost the match, I believe. So you will see the epilogue from the loser's point of view, where basically you get 1 life and you've got to try get to the evacuation area and obviously stay alive, because like I said, you literally get 1 life. If you manage to escape, then that's awesome, you get bonus XP. If you don't escape, then the enemies get bonus XP. Don't get me wrong, it's not a massive amount of bonus XP, but either way, it's a fun little ending to a game. It's a fun little epilogue as such. Well, I say as such, but it's literally called the epilogue anyway, so. But yeah, I love how they made the game. Like, they tried to really make it different. Don't get me wrong, in some senses it really isn't different, but in a lot of senses it also is. There you go, that. I made it out, I escaped. Right, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I've been MF Saws, and until next time, peace.